Hello, I'm in Japan and I'm doing a pilgrimage. It's the Shikoku Pilgrimage, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to talk about it as we go along on this journey together. It's just a pilgrimage where you visit 88 temples. Traditionally, it's done by walking. It's about 1,200 kilometers, give or take a few, depends where you go. It's a pilgrimage that's been done for over 1,000 years, and really done by, I guess you would call it, tourists or that sort of pilgrim, I guess you could say, for the last 300 or 400 years. But as I said, as we go, we'll talk more about it. This is the Ryozenji, the first temple on the Shikoku Pilgrimage here in Shikoku, one of the 4 main islands of Japan. So something new for me, I guess something new for you, something new for this channel. I'm gonna walk. I would think that probably most people go on a pilgrimage because they want to learn something about themselves or the world they live in. I don't know, I can't speak for anybody else except for myself, but of course I came here with the idea to learn some things about, hopefully, myself. I don't think I'm going to be finding enlightenment or anything like that, but seek a better understanding of who I am, my role on this earth, my place in the world, global community, and hopefully get a better idea of what I really want to do with myself. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't even know if I still want to do this pilgrimage. It's been brutal. This is day 2 and it's horrible. It's been raining all day nonstop. So, just kidding. I'm going to keep going. Keep pressing on. I feel good. I just wanted to say that yesterday on the first day when I was starting, I met a pilgrim. He was just finishing. I'm very grateful to have met him, very humbled and honored. And it was his second time completing the pilgrimage. And he took me to the first temple because when you complete the pilgrimage, you actually go around from the first to the 88th and back to the first. It's a loop. So I was at my first and he was at his last. And he introduced me to some of the sacred rites that you do at each temple. He taught me how to recite some of the sutras, that sort of thing. And I'm very grateful to been able to learn from him. It really illustrates in a very obvious way, a very, very literal way, that all things are one. There's a cycle and a circle to everything. There's a beginning and an end and middle, and there's also no beginning, no middle, and no end. It's all one, all interconnected. And now I'm not a Buddhist, or I'm not a really religious person, so I don't know what that really means. Now, with that being said, today really has been a tough day. I know going into it, now is the rainy season. June, July is the rainy season. But at the same time, it's a time that I could go and I could do it. So now's my chance. And what I've already learned, I think, just from walking today in the rain, is that, do I need to do it? No. And that doesn't mean I'm quitting already or anything like that. It's just, I've spent a lot of time thinking today, and that's really the purpose of this journey, is to be able to walk and spend time with yourself and in your mind. And my thinking is a choice. I wouldn't call what I'm doing right now suffering, but it's very easy to be back home and be on the sofa and playing video games or enjoying time with friends, having a beer. These things are all very easy. And instead I chose to do something that's hard. And I know I can do it. But I also realize I don't have to do it. I don't need to. My second day here on this pilgrimage, and I'd be lying to you if I told you that things were going great. I wasn't planning on sleeping outside too often at all on this journey. Of course, I try to be a little bit prepared, but ideally I want to sleep in hotels, guest houses, that sort of thing. So the rain today has been brutal, really put a damper on everything. Just non-stop pouring down rain all day. Thankfully, it should break tonight and should have pretty clear next week or so, at least, according to the forecast. But right now it's kind of like the low season. It's raining, and so there's a guest house in the area, but they said they're closed because there's a funeral or something, which I respect that totally. So instead, I have to stay out here in this rest hut. If it was easy, it wouldn't be a pilgrimage, right? It would be just a walk. So, but a little bit frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday was pretty horrible, pretty miserable. Walking through the rain all day and then sleeping in this hut in the cold, in the rain all night, barely sleeping actually. It's pretty bad, but then you wake up and it's a beautiful, beautiful day, amazing sunrise. And I feel a little bit of inspiration. I feel ready to go. And I hope, beyond hope, that this was the worst of it that I get the entire time. Probably not, but I hope. Let's get moving. Another day in paradise.